You look at this health care bill that they passed. And just in the last 2 weeks, the horrifying things we've learned about it. You know those child-only policies that so many families take advantage of? Many of them are now being canceled because insurers no longer will offer it because of Obamacare. You know that many companies are now canceling their retiree benefits because of Obamacare. You know that many companies are now selling or going out of business, small insurers that help provide competition in the marketplace. They're going out of business because of Obamacare. Many other insurance companies, the ones that are surviving, they're raising their premiums because of Obamacare. You know that seniors are going to be dropped off of Medicare Advantage. It's already starting to happen because of Obamacare. In fact, every promise they have made with regards to Obamacare has been broken. They promised that if you were happy with your insurance coverage, no one would lose their existing insurance coverage. Didn't they say that? They lied. They're saying that up to 69% of people could lose their existing insurance coverage because of this bill. They said that if this bill passed, it would help save Medicare and make it more stable. Didn't they say that? They lied. They took money. This takes money out of Medicare and destabilizes that system. And they said that if this bill passed, it would make health care cheaper, cost more affordable. Didn't they say that? But they lied. We now know that it's making it more expensive. All the while, employers, and we meet with them. Senator Rubio and I were at a round table yesterday of a bunch of business owners in Northeast Florida, and they were all saying the same thing. This bill, it was in Brandon, Florida. They're all saying the same thing. This bill scares them. They don't know what it's going to cost for them to employ people moving forward. But they're afraid to hire new people. They're afraid to grow their businesses. Others are afraid to go into business because this health care bill creates uncertainty and frightens the job creators. In this race, the choice is simple. I'm the only one running that's in favor of repealing Obamacare and replacing it. On issue after issue. On issue after issue, the choice between me and the people running for the United States Senate, with all due respect, could not be clearer. We're the only one running that's offering serious plans about how to tackle the impending doom in so many things that face our country. Our Social Security system, that by 2037 will see 25 to 29% reductions for everybody if we don't begin to deal with it. We're the only one offering a plan to fix it. A plan that would impact no seniors, like my mom. My mom is a Medicare recipient and a Social Security recipient. I don't think there should be any changes for Social Security for people that are in the system now, or even for people 55 years of age or older. If you're nearing retirement age, there should be no changes to Social Security. But for younger workers, we need to realize that we're going to have to make some decisions about ourselves and our future, or there won't be a Social Security for us, much less for our children. And our nation could go broke in the process. Our national debt will double in the next 5 years. But 5 years from now, it will have doubled from where it was when these guys started. By the end of the decade, it will have tripled. By the end of this decade, we will spend in excess of $900 billion a year that the United States government will borrow to pay the interest on the debt. And half of that interest will be going to debt holders overseas. And this is not money we're generating, this is borrowed money. That's how serious the issue we face is. That's how serious these issues are. And we're the only one running that's offering honest plans to confront them. Now, I warn you, the next few weeks are going to be rocky road. Because our opponents cannot run on their record. One of my opponents votes like Nancy Pelosi. And, I know a lot of, I may not be right about a lot of things, but one thing I know I'm right about is the people of Florida do not want Nancy Pelosi to be their next U.S. Senator. And my other opponent does not have a very good record governing our state. When he took over 4 years ago, Florida was one of the 2 or 3 strongest economies in the country. Now, only Nevada and California are worse off. Since he's taken over as governor, 800,000 people have lost their jobs. 200,000 of them have lost their jobs just since the stimulus that he supported passed. And he broke his pledge never to raise taxes. So he can't run on his record either. So and on their ideas, they're wrong on the ideas. They know people don't support Obamacare like they do. They know people don't support tax increases like they do. They know people don't support the stimulus package like they do. So my opponents cannot run on the record, and they cannot run on their ideas. And so if you can't run on your record and you can't run on your ideas, then you have to rely on personal attacks and distortions of your opponent's plans. And that's what you're going to hear over the next few weeks, unfortunately. That's the bad news. Because I was hoping this campaign would be a competition of ideas. And so far, we're the only ones on the field when it comes to ideas. In fact, we have 80 some odd ideas outlined in our website. I encourage you to go on there and read them if you can't sleep tonight. But beyond that, we deserve better. Our nation deserves better. Our voters deserve better. We deserve an election where people tell you what they're going to do clearly if they get elected, so we can hold them accountable. Because the stakes are that high. I told you I was glad my mom is with me. I'm also glad my children and my wife are with me, and here's why. Because this election is about my children's future. It's about your children and your grandchildren as well. We are standing at a proverbial crossroads, as real as any that any generation of Americans has ever faced. Our kids will either be the freest and most prosperous Americans in human history, or they will be the first to inherit from their parents a diminished country. We will either be the next generation of Americans who leaves their children better off, or we will be the first generation of Americans to leave our children worse off. That is how dramatic the choice before us is. Neither one of these roads is automatic. They are choices. And that's the choice we're making in 2010. So I am grateful for your help. I don't want to take for granted that you're here today. I want to ask you to vote for me. I need you to vote for me, if you haven't done so already.